Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Oh my gosh, look on the screen. Why did I pick this? Let me tell you why. We're just going to go ahead and just jump into it. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you are enjoying your weekend. Okay. So things are not always as they seem. Married people, they say want to be married. Single people married people want to be single. Single people want to be married. Things are not always as they seem. Trust and believe. So check this out. The young lady, she's a professional. She's well educated. She met a man. Um, of course, we're in the BC land. We're in Blackistan. She met a man. The good thing is, hey, he didn't have any kids, and he was working. He had a job. Okay, so wow, black man, no kids, a job. Okay, so no baby mama chick. He doesn't know his father. His mother raised him. And, dating him, getting engaged, getting married, and then being around him, you do see now not his father, and the man's not deceased, so the man just not around, okay? And that's it. But a grandfather, okay, has a grandfather and also has some uncles. I think the uncles are on the mother's side, okay? This is her only son. So check this out. This how it gets very, very interesting. So the young girl dating him, and they finally get married. She doesn't have any kids either, and so you're a couple. And what you see is him is gonna work every day. I mean, and I hate to say it, it's like it's a bit like, oh yeah, it's like that's the norm for him to go to work. Woo, like you eating every day, aren't you? Sleeping. I mean. So you're thinking, he's kind of got, obviously common sense, but it's not so common. He doesn't have a lot of felonies. So they get married, and when you find like two people, you can easily take her just when you're a couple. It's a lot easier, and it can be a lot more fun. But kids can bring, happiness, what have you, hopefully, until they become teenagers. No, I'm joking. So they get married. It's the two of them going okay, fine. They're both working. She's pretty much, makes like double what he makes, like double and a half what he makes. You see what I'm saying? So, bada bing, surprise, pregnant, babies, two kids. Uh-oh, twins. Life has now changed. We all know life has now changed. You have gone from couple to family. There is a lot more responsibility. Now you got to worry about, instead of you two just, you get up in the morning, have breakfast, coffee out the door, love you, bye, gone, do your thing, come back home, what's for dinner, you can chill. Now you got, get up, got to get the babies to daycare, drop, so fix breakfast, get yourself together, get them to daycare, then go to work, start the, job, then get to the daycare to pick them up, go home, watch the dinner, and you got cooking and cleaning and so on. Then time goes by a little faster, and they're like around 8 years old, and now you got school going on and field trips, yada yada yada. You know how it goes. Now we're in this wonderful, being facetious, we're in this horrible economy whereby their mother's getting laid off. And so the wife, who makes like, double plus more than what he makes, wouldn't it be just her luck to get laid off? And that is what happened. Fast forward, cannot find a job in her industry. You just get what you can get. And then she found herself working two jobs. Two jobs. And working the two jobs still does not equate to what she was making prior. Understand? Working two jobs does not even equate to what she was making prior. But you do what you know is necessary for you to do. And she did that. We're going to fast forward. She's working two jobs. He's got his one job. Inflation is eating up at everything. Again, she's making about 40% of what she's making prior on two jobs. And then you're a mom, and you're cooking, and you're cleaning, and you're doing your hair, because one is a girl. and you're going to the grocery store. You help with homework. So out of her doing all this, she's like, I'm exhausted. I am exhausted. I'm tired. She's like, the money's tight. And so she's like, hey, she was able to later on find another second job. And guess what? The good thing is the second job, they had it arranged where you could basically work remote, work from home. You're doing like some little phone work. Hey, you do what you have to do, not what you want to do to survive. Keep your family intact. So she had a great idea. Hey, guess what? Maybe you should get a second job too. And we can both work there and we'll both have money coming, extra money coming in. Again, he's got one job, she's got two, plus a home as a mom. He said, when I get home, I'm tired. And she said, all he does when he gets home, he'll just go to bed and he'll watch TV and play games, have dinner, not doing the grocery shopping, won't put the dishes away, dishwasher, won't clean the kitchen. No, he goes to work, comes home, he'll rest. Time to eat dinner, he will then eat. Guess what? He back to the bed, laying up watching TV or playing games. What is she doing? Cleaning the kitchen, putting the food away, getting the dishes clean. Oh, help the children with their homework. Now I might have to do a little laundry, little things around the house, might vacuum. Then she goes to sleep. Same old thing all over again. She then has a conversation again. You're going to have to listen. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. You're going to have to pitch in more. You just can't come home and just sleep. I did my no, 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 no. You're going to have to get a second job to bring in some more money. She's working two jobs and being a mom. Are you kidding me? A mom and a wife. Oh, I think not, with two jobs. He won't get one. So she kept on pressing him. And guess what happened? He went and stayed with his mother a whole week, stayed with his mom. I mean, packed a bag and went to stay with his mama. And I guess I interpret that as, she didn't say it was, but I interpret that as, I'm going to teach you a lesson. So you're not gonna, he was like, you keep putting pressure on me. So after a couple of days, he stayed with his mom. It was near like toward that weekend, toward being a week, she went ahead and went over there. You would think the mother would say, hey, you guys, let's sit down and have a conversation. Let's talk. Oh, no. You putting all this pressure on my son. I raised him all by myself and I worked and I struggled, but your son has taken on a wife and children. So these mothers, they're like team son. And so I thought to myself, so she basically wants you to, the woman, his wife, to take on all the responsibility and just let him float on by. Let him float on by. She's like, no, we need to try to work this out. We have a family. Because now, and I just think his trick was, hey, I'm going to show you, you're going to keep on pressuring me. I'll be gone. You don't get no help. Well, Heather, you're not doing nothing at all. You're not helping at all. You're just not. Just, come on. Total, I mean, she's basically like a married single mother because everything is on her. Then you're worried about trying to save money for retirement. He's not worried about that. He'll see what happens when it comes. So very typical of a Dusty. So then we fast forward. I guess she learned because she just stopped. He did come back home, and she stopped mentioning it about him getting the second job. And let me tell you right now, no, he did not get a second job. It's the same way it was before he left. Only thing is, she's not nagging him on even talking about it. I guess she just accepted it. So that his family has a little something. Next thing you know, she decides to go ahead and speak with, like I said, he's got a grandfather and some uncles. And so she's like, seeing them, these seem to be like men. Let me talk with them because I already knew before, I already knew talking with that mother. Yeah, right. I already knew that was going to be like a no. Oh no. How dare you want her son to get a second job? You lost your mind. No, listen, his mother has basically raised a 6 foot, 140 or 50 pound, wearing Timbaland Boot princess. That's what she's raised. And now he done moved from the tutu and got the pumps on. That's why I put this picture. She has raised basically a 6 foot, 150 pound princess. Timbaland boot wearing princess. Tutu wearing princess. So she decided to go ahead and at his family gathering speak with the uncles. Okay. And you know what they told her? She's like, maybe try to talk with him a little bit, that kind of thing. And if you can't talk to him as a spouse and it takes somebody else, well, good luck with that. They told her, we hear you. But listen, in the past, his mother has raised him. In the past, they have tried to like get with him, as a man because his father did not raise him at all. And just so you know, the mama then met some dust bucket, a man looking for what we call a nurse with a purse. Guess what? She found one. Yes, ma'am, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, she did find one, and he dropped dead. And there was what he left behind. What do you expect? It's an older dude looking for a nurse with a purse. I said, man, he just dropped dead. Yeah, drop dead. Mid to late 50s. That's what she picked up. So I guess they're in the same uh, age range or something. But hey, she got a man. She can say she was married. He dropped dead. And I'm like, so maybe that's going to be an inheritance. All they have to inherit, honey, is his clothes and shoes. What? There's no life insurance or a house or either or both, 401k, portfolio, clothes and shoes. Oh, and maybe a gun. Wow. Huh. Oh yeah, and by the way, they had to raise money to bury him. You know that, right? Yeah. So I said, wow, she doesn't feel some kind of way. There's nothing. I mean, okay. So she talks with his uncles, and they told her, listen, she raised him. In the past, they've tried to speak with the mother and say, hey, let's go ahead and maybe kind of, we need to kind of let us try to help him out, as far as like, being a man. You know what I'm saying? And I guess they probably saw him being all wimpy. The uncles told her she wasn't having it, wouldn't allow it. She's raised her son. They must saw him being soft. They're like, we've had this conversation long before you came into the picture. When he was a young boy, when he was a teen, we tried to get involved with him. Hey, let us kind of. So she didn't mind. I guess you can come taking some places and just keeping that like a little wimp, a little princess. But trying to man him up. Hey, you think you ought to do this with your son? He needs some focus in his life. Needs to do some chores. Oh no, not him, not my son. I got this. I'm gonna handle this. Yeah. So basically, after I guess several attempts, they left it alone. That's why you have what you have today. A big 6 foot, and I don't know how much this man weighs. Trust me, more than 150. But this character that I'm telling you about, a 6 foot, 150 pound Timbaland boot wearing princess. His mom raised him that way. Why do you think he got upset? And she's, I mean, what's a second job? That's what she asked. He ran to mama. Speaks volumes. So what you see, things are not always as they appear. What you see, oh, I see a man, he's got a family. I heard this mom, I understand that. Single mother. Um, until that Dusty came along, a nurse looking for a nurse with a purse. You're seeing his uncles and a grandfather. Those are all manly men, respectful. He's like that because guess what? The man she married, it is what it is. 6 foot, 150 pound, Timberland boot wearing princess. It is what it is. At this point, I said it's only one or two things you can do: stay or leave. And right now, nobody needs to leave because guess what? You'll have to sell the house, the whole 9 yards. I mean, and it's up. I'm just saying. I said, or this right here, she's accepted it, but it's wearing on you. So make a plan to leave. Really can't afford to. If they did that, they'd have to sell their house, which they should, they would be at a profit, hopefully. And do what? Definitely can't buy again in this economy. So I guess they'd both be in an apartment, raising the kids. Or if you can stomach it up, wait till the kids get older and, leave then. But you're stuck in a rock and a hard place. Either accept this as it is, even though severely unhappy and stressed out. It's only one or two things to do. He's not going to get any better. This is what his mother raised him, how she raised him. And a lot of young men like that, they don't have somebody in the family, men that want to get involved to try to help you become a man. Okay, no. Most of them don't. That's why a lot of these men are very weak. But in this case here, you stop and think, you have family members, not strangers. So it's not like, oh, this person might be a pedophile. I gotta watch my child. No, it's your relatives. So you're seeing some men in his family that has nothing. It doesn't depict him who he really is. Who he is a man that comes home as she's working two jobs and taking care of the kids and the family. He's a man that comes home, lays his butt in the bed to watch TV or play games, have dinner, back to the same old thing. That's who this man is. And then if he gets too stressed out, you already know he's going to leave and run to mom. And with her husband being deceased, I mean, come on. Oh, I'm sure she'd be happy to come on in, son. What kind of woman is that? But you see your daughter-in-law is working two jobs and your son working one. Women that hate women, mammies, probably jealous of the house that they live in. You find people pulling up to a house, beautiful home, so nice. Why are you still sitting in the car? Child, they sure as hell don't want to go in. Because behind those beautiful doors is a hole, and you may have some beautiful furniture. Behind the closed doors is a whole bunch of chaos. Wish I had a do-over. A whole bunch of probably walking on eggshells. Again, don't forget, pressing him, he gonna run home to mama. So this is what his mother raised. Like I said, it's easy when it's a couple. You can do things, it's easier. But now the family mode steps in. Now you're learning, this who this is. This is who this is. It's so bad. Kids even the kids don't look up to him. Call mama. It's hard to accept, but I guess in survival mode, it's like, seriously, what can you do? But this is where we are. 6 foot, 6 feet, 150-pound Timbaland boot wearing princess. Can't put too much pressure on him or he gonna leave. Guess what? It ain't the first time he's done this. So many women, I want to be married and with a family, huh? Be a lot of work. It's a whole lot behind. Oh, look at the family picture. Oh my God. It's a whole lot. Some women who are married in situations like this here, having to face so much responsibility. That part they didn't see happening. But when kids come, you go from a couple to a family. Oh, you'll see. They would love just to have one weekend as a single woman with no obligations. And not to go out and party, do all that and clubbing and drinking and getting all dressed up. And no. Just to have a weekend of peace of mind. A weekend with no, oh, honey, did you do this, baby? You know what I'm saying? And they're going to have that one weekend. What's that? Silence. Maybe one weekend to sleep late in bed. Heaven forbid. Sleep late? Be awesome. One weekend just to relax. One weekend to engage in self-courtesy about you. So the married people want to be married. The married people want to be single, and the single ones want to be married. You just never know. But this here, it's sad. And I said to a mutual acquaintance, I said, that's how his mother raised him. Um, that's who he is. Either accept it, try to deal with it. It's not going to change. Again, running off like that, that's sending you a message. Oh, I get mad like a girl. I get mad. I'm going to run to my mother. I'm going to run to my mother. But it's a man. Mama. I just don't have any respect for him. I just have no respect. So I guess she can pretty much raise the children on her own. He's just, it's like a disconnect. You would think he's like a relative that come, oh, that's just so-and-so. You just staying in your room? You're not helping the kids with the homework and engaging with them? No. That's obviously what he doesn't want to do. And don't forget, if he gets mad, he's gonna call mama, pack up a bag, and go to mama. That's a sad situation. Like I said, it's only two things to do. Well, three, two. I said no, two. Stay and deal with it, because you can't tune him out because he's there, or go, rearrange your life. But this is what his mother's raised on, a mama's boy. Men in the family, if they can't get through her, that's what the mother's basically shitting him for manhood. Because you know why I think? A lot of women hate women. I don't care if they do have children. Some of them hate women. The mother has not had a man to take care of her. Other man abandoned her, left her the single mom to raise that boy. And then the other one, he only came along. So I'm like, that sure was not a very long marriage. Of course not, because that dude was looking for a nurse with a purse. He was probably already sickly. You didn't have any life insurance on your behind? I've had it on me since I was 25. He was already sickly. That's why I want to go ahead and get married. What did he leave? Oh, moved into her place, her house. So some older women, because they struggle, guess what? They want the young one. You can struggle too. You don't have to be married. You lucky he married you. I wasn't married. I didn't get married till I was sitting up here about 50. And when I got married. No, I'm sorry. More close to late 50s. So near she dawned, but between 57 and 60, 59, somewhere in there. So she lucky. A lot of women, they don't want a man. They don't want to see their sons take care of a woman, because you know what? Which he should do, because a man is never taking care of them. So they sure don't want somebody else to have it. They can struggle like I do. And I said, what are we teaching our daughters? If you are a mean, angry woman, the last thing we need your behind to do is to breed. Number one, we know with these dust buckets, it's going to be on you. The last thing we need you to do is go ahead and breathe and take out your anger and frustrations on a young, beautiful daughter who has a whole world ahead of her, because yours is jacked the hell up. You lived it, move the hell on. Stop sitting up here sabotaging these young women. Stop it. We all made the decisions that we made. I see you young women, and I'm like, you are so pretty. I'll joke a lot. I've been in public and I'm just with my, hair pinned up, baseball cap on, I'm going, and then I'll see a woman I'm like, oh, her face is big, all pretty. And, I joke a lot. So, you can kind of read people. And sometimes, like this one lady, I said, can you please go another aisle? I'm just coming to the store to get one thing. You all up in here, all dolled up. Why you gotta come to the store looking all pretty and everything? Who asked you to do this? Make the rest of us look bad. Honestly and truly. I'm like, look at you and look at me. I don't have lipstick or nothing. And we just laugh. Oh, I'm like, you're a beautiful girl, honey. Enjoy your day. So that's my personality. I'm not a hater. Not a hater. Some women are. Some women are. Oh yeah, I've seen it to me when I was younger. Some women are haters, and there's some jealous, and some others are too. So when you find these women, their sons are just lazy. Guess what? They've raised a 6 foot wearing Timbaland Boot princess. Don't even think when problems arise, you can go to her and have a conversation. No, 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 no. Listen, it ain't gonna happen. That's her son. She knows he's lazy. She raised him. This lady here, like I said, based on what the uncle said, that tells me all I need to know. She's shielding her son. The guy's not going to change. She has shielded her son, I think, my personal opinion, from responsibility. So going to the uncles, and I believe them. The crutch is mama. And I hate to say it, it would surprise me. She wants to see his wife because they have more than what she had. She probably wants to see his wife struggle and have a heart and wants to see her depressed. Look at. Oh yeah, women can sometimes use their sons. That's their revenge. Believe it or not, because they're haters. So when they see their son, hurting a woman, believe it or not, some of these mothers. Well, let me tell you something. That witch is. This is what I said. Witch. She's evil and she's loving it. But we can't talk about that. Oh yes, we can. I'm going to. She's loving it, getting a kick out of it. Didn't work for me. She having a hard time too. What are we telling our daughters? That's how a lot of women are. It didn't work out for them. They can't think of one happy moment. It's been a struggle, and you want somebody else to struggle too. That's why this man can run to his mama. Why? Is he like this? She has shielded him from responsibility. She has created a lazy bum monster. Mm-hmm. He might as well put on a tutu. He is really worthless. He's a liability. So watch out for new 6 feet, 150 pounds, wearing Timbaland princess boots. He may look like a man. Him a princess. He's a princess. He can't be bothered with a lot of responsibility. He gonna get mad and go back to his mommy. It's sad. He's like this. What? This guy's like this. And again, that's not him on the screen. That's why I didn't show the face. Like, I know him. Well, that's not him. Okay. But that's what his mom raised him to be. She's raised him to be not a prince, but a princess. And a princess is not going to hustle. A princess is always going to pretty much count on other people to do things. Remember this, the princess is going to always do less. So what do you do? Anyway, let me know what you all think. It's sad. It's like, wow, the mom wants to create a monster, a lazy, good-for-nothing liability man. You don't think she knew what she was doing? I think she's raising a man to go ahead and infect some other woman's life with his laziness. I took her of my song, made it easy for him. Now she finna pass him off, and that's what you're expected to do too. TikTok, I think the hell not. Anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share them out. Look at those legs.